Explore Pro. We know that before we invest in the stock market, we have to analyze. If you're a stock market analyst, right? If we are planning to invest in the stock market, it is very much required to do a thorough analysis before we make a purchase decision, right? If you are a beginner, it is advisable to do a back testing and thorough analysis on the stock market, and I would recommend to invest in the ETFs only at the beginning, right? So that you can reduce the risk. ETF means like the basket of stocks, and put it together, call it as a ETF, right? Many of you are aware of what is ETF and what is a stock. And a stock is nothing but it could be anything like TCS, Infosys, etc. Like in the case of ETFs, right? We take a collection of stocks, and then we call it as a ETF. It can be a sector oriented ETFs, or it can be a ETFs based on the volume and the size of that particular stocks, right? So, a large cap, small cap, or a mid cap ETFs, right? So, those kind of sectorical ETFs also we can say. So, I would suggest investing in ETFs rather than direct stocks if you are a beginner. And the ETFs are the better way of investing, and these are highly recommended who is not having much experience on the stock market. So these are the quality stocks we have captured here, right? So I will talk about why these are the highly qualitative ETFs, compared to the normal ETF, right? And if you are from India or outside of the India, so I can tell you like how you can quickly identify the quality ETFs and track of their performance over the period of time before you go for a purchase decision, right? And I'm not advising you to invest on a particular ETF. So if you can monitor ETFs for certain period of time, right, you can come to know like what is the best ETF, how you can make money. So because this is the approach that I'm following rather than investing in a direct stock market stocks, right? If something happened to that particular stocks, we'll be losing the most of the amount of data that we have invested, right? So that is it is highly advisable for anybody who is not having experience on the stock market, better you invest in the ETFs after gaining some knowledge. So it is very quite common, and then when we want to invest in the stock market, we do some sort of analysis from our end, like we track the those particular stocks or ETF over the period of time, and then go for a buying decision, right? So that is for, so if you look at this particular stock name, so I have all the ETFs here. So when I say stock, it is basically ETF. I only invest on the ETFs. And if you look at my stock market data here, so I'm making like 96,548 thousand rupees on the mutual fund. And if you go back and check in the uh, stock, right? You notice that 33,414 rupees for last 2 months profit, and this is also last 1 month profit, 1 or 2 months profit uh, from the mutual fund side, right? So first, before we invest on any ETF, we do a thorough analysis. I will tell you how you can quickly analyze your stocks before making the purchase decision. So if you click on any ETF here, you see, right? So when you started tracking this particular stock, so the D2 represents the date or at the moment or at the time when you started actually tracking that particular stock, and what was the stock price on that particular day. And max is like the recent. Here, like in this concept, you are going to track the stocks over the period of time, right? This is the recent stock price. It's not necessary that you capture this data on a daily basis. I will also tell you like how you can capture this data, quality stocks data, in a few minutes, right? So look at this. This is for 5 days duration, and this ETF is generated 1% revenue, and this particular ETF for the over 70 days period it has generated a 18.75 percentage revenue. It is a good, right? If you say 11 days 1.2, it's good only, and 36 days 8.99, it is like a great profit generation ETF, right? I would say so. 79 days 17% is a good. And you can also see like some stocks you see only two bars, and some of the stocks you have seen more than two, right? This is because how many times that particular ETF is occurring on your data monitoring. So if these stocks, I mean ETFs, are following on our screening criteria, then only that particular ETF will come and sit here. I will tell you that effective method and principles that we follow to would capture these tasks within a few minutes, right? So, and when I look at this Access Healthcare ETF, you see like over the period of time we are tracking this stock, and you also notice the trend line. So the current market price 9th February 24, it is a little down to the trend line. It means like since it is a quality stocks and it is below the trend line, and it is a good idea to uh, go and invest. So, in my perspective, I'm telling, if you monitor these kind of ETFs for over the period of time, you will also come to know what to invest and what to not invest. And also, guys, like this is not so easy to back test and track the entire. Indices, right? So that is why I come up with the kind of dashboard and reports design. Using this method you can just spend only 5 to 10 minutes on daily basis. You will be able to identify the quality ETFs, and you can compare its performance, and you can come up with your purchase decisions. That is how I have built this report and dashboard. It is very simple and it is very flexible also. I mean, if I check this one, right, you see like for 31 days this particular ETF is giving 4.19 percentage, and for the period of time you can I mean, you can monitor these ETFs, and you can go with the uh, your back testing results, like whether you need to go on in some particular ETF or not. And also we have here, you see here, right? And you can select the current year or the previous year, and current month, the previous month, and month level filter also, right? So you can clear this filter and come here. So let's come to the let's come to the stock screening area. Um, I use charting, so where I have used some logics to extract these quality stocks in order to backtest our results. Right? If you look at this script, this script is derived based on the Mark Minervini principles. You know, Mark Minervini is the one of the greatest stock market analyst and investor in USA. We know that he has made 1 lakh 1 lakh dollars within. He made it as $1 lakh as a $5 lakhs within 5 years span of time. What we are exactly doing based on his principles here, like all stock market segment, weekly close greater than yearly close. We are capturing the stocks which weekly close is greater than the yearly high. That's the quality stocks, right? Weekly close less than the number 1.25 to yearly high. What it means is like we are picking up the quality stocks. We are not going to pick up the stocks which already increased more than 25%. We are going to look at the stocks which are expected to increase, right? So we need that information. So for that we are writing this logic. Stock passes all below filters in the stock cash segment, and also we are adding one more segment here, like what it says is daily SMA 150 greater than daily SMA 200. And look at this logics also. Daily close greater than the daily SMA daily close 50, 150, and 200. So it is a known thing that whenever a lower SMA crosses the higher SMA, then we can say that that particular stock is expected to give good results. In other words, we can say in the MACD also, right? MACD also, when lower simple moving average is crossing the higher simple moving average, so we consider some most of the people take a purchase decision over there. Once that the higher moving average line is crossing the lower uh, moving average line, they will sell the stocks. That is a basic thing in the stock market trading scenario, right? So that is how we are doing from here to here and here, right? Or say we are considering only the stocks above RSI 70, because this is one of the great principle that Mark Minervini follow. He always believed that stocks trading above 70 RSI and trading above uh, um, these averages, moving averages, those are the quality stocks, right? I mean, when you come all the down and when click on a run scan, it will generate data for you, and you just have to click on the CSV, so it will be downloaded. The CSV file will be downloaded. You just have to double click on that file, and you just remove this column A. Column A is just about a row number and the link, right? This column also not required. You simply right click on it, link and the row number, first column and the column D, you delete it. And here, right, what we can do is in the column F, we put a date option. What is the date? Current date is 10th. Today is a holiday and we're not going to get any data. Even still, for an example and for your understanding, I'm explaining this. 10th Feb 2024, and you can click here, and for a few rows you can drag and drop here, and you can click here, right? You see copy cells, just do this, and again go back here and hover over your mouse until it show you the plus symbol. Just double click on it and it will give you the one date for the entire column, right? Look at this data. So column is generated, so this is the data we are going to copy from this sheet and come to our Excel dashboard under report here in this area, and you come all the day all the way down or press control down arrow, it will come to the last arrow, and you can just do a copy paste here. We have already copied the data from the other Excel sheet, right? You just paste it here until column F, right? We see this data is we have copied from other Excel sheet. Column G to column J, we have written a formulas, right? We have formulas here, so these columns will automatically populate. What it means, like in column G, that particular stock or ETF, how many times it has repeated, and you are monitoring your stocks and ETFs on a daily basis, right? Guys, when I say stock, right, you consider that is a ETF. We are not. I don't recommend, or I don't personally invest on the stocks. Stocks are high risky, right? We don't want to touch that. So if you look at a 542, what it means, so these many times that particular stocks symbol has repeated in your tracking. For example, yesterday you started and today you are running the same script, right, two times. So the particular stock is repeated, and then the stock is ETF is repeated yesterday and today also, that stock is occurring, then it means count is two. And you are monitoring this particular script for 1 week, and in the 1 week you see one particular stock, it means your stock is 5 or 7 days it is repeated. So that is about the column G. And column H is based on the its price range. We have a formula here. If it is the price is less than 100, it is small, and it is 100 to 2000, it is a medium, and more than 2000 is it's a high stock. Okay, and we have separated year and a month here for easy filter and navigation. And here, like, if you want to filter based on your requirement, for example, if you want to invest only, if you want to look at the data for a high price ETFs, you can just click on this high. Or if you want to invest in medium range, and you can just click on the medium. If you want to invest in small range, you can just click on the small. And also, like, you have a repeated data here, right? This is very important. And when you have the data up to 33, right? 33 days, I mean, like, we have monitored these ETFs. When you click on 33, it means you see the number repeated 33 days. One particular ETF or stock is continuously, I mean, repeating in this particular script. So you can focus high attention on that particular ETF, see how that particular ETF is performing. And 27, this 27 times this particular ETF or a stock is repeated. And 22, 20, 90, these are all quality stocks, right? We are going to make sure that we are going to track only the quality stocks and not the not the bad stocks, right? Based on our script, you already look at the data scripts, right? What I have shown. And if you want to identify only the ETFs, right, you can just come here, and it's a filter already applied, and you can just click on here. We have a text filter here, and click on the contain option. When you search with ETF and click on OK, so it will give only the ETF data. And we have 716 ETFs here. What you have to do is you have to place your mouse here and control shift down arrow, and then up to here, up to date, you are going to select, right? And you can paste this data in another Excel sheet. uh, I mean, if you click on unhide, here we have ETF worksheet, right? If you can click on ETF worksheet, this particular sheet you can paste on a daily basis. Control down arrow, if you can paste here, right? The only thing you are going to change the put, not change, you are going to add a date as another additional column for the chatting generated data. You are going to remove only the links and first row, that is only the change. And you can just place your cursor here and do a control V, the data will be added. uh, I mean, yeah, if you want to take this repeated data also you can do. And yeah, you can copy up to here, and then just come here and refresh. So it will give you the tracking data here in this dashboard. And whenever you select any particular ETF, right, it will give how many days that, how many times that particular ETF has occurred, and how much revenue it has generated. Guys, believe me, without this sheet and this kind of analysis, it is very difficult to do back testing, pepper testing, and analysis. Without doing this type of analysis, if you just go and blindly invest your money, so that is not useful, right? So before you make any purchase, you have to analyze the complete stock market data on the quality stocks that you have identified based on the screener. That is also not easy, right? We have written some formulas. I will give you that script also. Right now it is not live, and I'll give you that URL also. If you want to take this dashboard under report, right? And and we are monitoring only the quality stocks ETFs here. And see, we are doing a multi level of analysis for each and every individual ETFs. You see, look at the data. And for 79 days it has generated 17.98 percentage, which is really good. And also look at the this particular ETF performance. It started 22 November 23, and till yesterday how it has performed is continuously growing, right? So we can say this is a quality ETF. And again, if you click on this access technology ETF regular growth, I mean, this particular ETF has occurred only twice in our monitoring data. And also from December 15th to 15th John, right? Only one, I mean, like 1 month duration. For 1 month, 31 days, they have generated 4.19 percentage. That is also good, and not compared with the previous stock ETF, but this is good. And Bharat 22 ETF, right? And look at this data for 69 days, it has generated 22.87 percentage. And you look at the this trend also, and then trend line, you see, right? So for 2 days only, this particular ETF has occurred. And likewise, like we are doing extraordinary filtering and extraordinary criteria that we are using here, right? Not only the strategy that we have uh, identified in the form of screener, and we are also back testing, and we are also tracking, and then we will come to know like what exactly happening with that particular quality ETF, and then we can do our paper test, paper trading, and then we can go for actual purchase of this ETF, right? And here also report, here also you can directly come all the way down and paste your data on a daily basis. Remember, only this particular date column you have to change. All other data elements from G to H will be automatically populated in the sheet. And also like here you have some kind of filters, quick filters, so you can apply however you want. Like for example, if you want to see 18 times repeated stocks or ETFs, click on 18. You see this data, right? And if you want to see like how this particular stock is performing, for example, Inox Wind Energy, Inox Wind Energy 18 times it is repeated. So yeah, it seems to be a great stock. And then you want to see on a daily basis how it is performing. Inox 18 times, right? You can come to this analysis sheet, and uh, here let me repeat this one month. You can also take this repeated, right? So if we go here, yeah, and Inox where it is, like if yeah, so is it coming here? The repeated. Let me recheck on this. This repeated unselect and select again. No, 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 no. Yeah, I have to add it as a slicer, right? Yeah, okay. Now see, 18 times repeated ETFs I want to check, right? I'm clicking on the 18. So I click on the 18 and go up. We saw, right? This one, Nippon India Nifty Auto ETF and Bar 22 ETF. Let us see this one. Let us see this one. And let me, yeah, this is required 18 times repeated ETFs. We are going to check, right? And we have only two ETFs falling under this category. You see, this continuously growing, and for 69 days it has generated 22.87 percentage revenue, and which is really good. And click on this Nippon India Nifty Auto ETF. For 76 days, so it has generated 16.84 percentage, right? So this which is also really good. Yeah, so this is how we have to do the thorough analysis, and go for a purchase decision, right? So guys, here I am not recommending any ETFs to buy. So this is one of the effective way of back testing and doing analysis on the ETFs before we make any purchase decision. So this is working for me, right? Really, it is really working for me. I was really satisfied with this analysis. So if you want to if you need this particular report and template, right, I have provided in the link in the description below. You can download it, and remember this is premium dashboard and the report, so you need to spend a little amount for that. If you are looking, if you have any queries or comments on this particular sheet, you can also let me know. I will help you on this. Okay, so thanks guys, and see you in the next video.